Sneaker Gears, my name is Levi, and today, welcome to an episode of PowerGearz, which we haven't done in probably a year, and that's not because I haven't stopped training, and that's not because I have not gotten a lot of training shoes. One, it's because my guy Joel from As Many Reviews as Possible does legit an amazing job. If you don't watch his channel for any of your training shoe reviews, definitely check him out. And I definitely wanted to come at it with a different approach. So I try to do shoes that, one, he hasn't done, but two, come at it from more of a cross training, not CrossFit approach as far as agility work, speed work, powerlifting. So a little different take. So a lot of my football, basketball athletes out there, something that hopefully I can offer you some help. And today I'm bringing you none other than the Jordan Trainer 3. How does this stack up? How does it fit? And who is this for? Let's get right into it. All right, so the Jordan Trainer 3, starting off with the fit, unlike the Jordan Trainer 1, which we have right here, is actually much easier to get on. Has a wide open collar that you can stretch and really get in. The Velcro, take that out of the way, and it's really just a completely free-flowing open knit. So very comfortable, very easy fit. It works really well. And as you can imagine, that also affects a lot of the other aspects of the shoe, where this definitely feels a little bit more lifestyle than what it's intended for. But as far as the fit, I was able to go with my true size, which is a 12.5, which essentially I'm a 12 wide. Length was perfect, width was perfect, fit really nicely. That knit is really accommodating, so if you have a wide foot, if you have a high instep, you're not gonna have any worries. If you have a normal foot, essentially you're gonna be just fine. Now, as far as the fit with the laces coming up, the laces are actually just tightening the knit. So you can kind of see they have these little plastic eyelets that give it a little more strength, so you're not just tightening right on the knit. And then the Velcro strap is actually part of the lacing system. So as you can see here, it's actually part of it here. So it really does try to pull you down into the shoe. Now the Velcro strap, I thought would able to pull you back, but just from the angle of it, and you can tell right here, the shoe really pulls you down in the forefoot, which is decent, pulls you down right here, which is decent. I cannot escape feeling like my heels just wanted to leave this shoe. Now, I didn't leave it. I didn't have any issues where the heel was actually coming out or any kind of issue with that, but it feels like it to a really high degree. And you probably could have guessed that by just looking at the shoe, but you have your heel cup right here that's fairly rigid. It does make you secure on lateral movements, where it does a decent job, where you have this plastic piece for security coming up around the lateral side. But overall, no matter how much you tighten this, one, you're going to start to get lace pressure. So if you start tightening it down, it does start to irritate right at the top of the ankle here. And two, even though I was trying to Velcro it more this way, so I can get more of a drawback into the heel, it never quite felt secure and comfortable with the heel. So great shoe for walking around, great shoe for being comfortable in. I was able to do a run in them, and again, it was just an 800 meter. And as far as that's concerned, it's okay, it's comfortable, and the fit was fine for that. But again, it just doesn't feel as secure, especially from some other movements from agility, or if you're doing any kind of Olympic movements where you're gonna be trying to lift something quickly. Didn't like the heel slippage. Working our way down to support, and that's where a lot of these things come in. The support in this shoe it's okay. You're not really held in anywhere here. This is just a flat, super comfortable knit upper. Doesn't quite feel like a training shoe should. Now you do have this plastic shank that it feels like it's just a little bit too far back. So when you are doing some agility drills and speed work, it feels like your foot is still trying to come out of the shoe. So it's not quite doing its job that maybe it was intended for. And the other aspect, when you had the Jordan Trainer 1, the knit on this was much stronger, and the way this strap here really held you for those lateral movements and did a great job. This is not quite doing that, and I wouldn't say it's an upgrade. As far as the heel cup, obviously it's huge, but if you're not drawn into the heel cup, that's where you have a lot of those issues. Now, it still has a fairly wide base. You can tell that in the forefoot, which you would think would give you some stability, and in a measure it does, but it's not quite flat. You can kind of see how it rounds up here, where it definitely feels more running style. Now, one of the best training shoes of the year for last year was your RF1s. And these guys, just by comparison, you have maybe a little lip here right at the toe, but it is completely flat going all the way through, almost to right at the edge here. So as this shoe, you feel it starting to come up closer to here, and it just doesn't quite feel as stable. So I was able to do some light deadlifts. I did injure my back a few weeks ago. So even on light deadlifts, and again, this can flow right into the cushion. The cushion on this is a little bit too ample. Like, you don't quite feel stable. It doesn't quite give you a measure of confidence. Now, you can do it. I think this is going to be versatile for all kinds of training. But if you're doing any powerlifting or trying to lift heavier weights, if you're trying to do any Olympic movements, okay, this is probably not the shoe you want to use just because you don't feel locked in. Running this felt good. Basic training felt good. Agility, it still felt okay. And again, this retail, I think it was closer to $150. I'll put that down there. It is starting to go on sale and is almost getting harder to find. And as far as going back to the cushion, the foam on the heel is much softer, really well cushioned, where it feels nice for walking, nice for running. It feels like it's a little bit higher of a stack height in the heel, so you feel more of a slope going down, which again, for a training shoe, most training shoes stick to right around 4 millimeters. I believe this one was 5 millimeters, 6 millimeters on the Flyknit Metcon, but this comes in, it feels closer to like an 8 millimeter. I could be off. I'm just kind of telling you what I feel like. Now, as far as going back to the cushion, because you have a really nice cushion heel, you don't quite have that stable base, again, for lifting. So the training shoe. The Zoom Air on the forefoot, you can kind of see the cutout of it. Initially, you don't feel that, but I would say probably after the first hour or two, you really do feel the zoom in the forefoot. That was one thing I liked about the first generation. You had that forefoot zoom, which you can't quite see it as pronounced here, but that's because this just felt a lot more stable, and the heel felt a lot more firm. So you had that cushion in the forefoot when you actually are running and on your toes, but you had that stability in your heel. So that was a nice compromise. Same thing, the RF one. This just has a really well-balanced cushion setup where it is literally as soft as you could get while still being completely stable. So it's something, it really feels like Rich Froning did a lot of research saying, hey, no, that's too soft. Okay, that's too firm. All right, that's just right. So this is something that works beautifully well, where it doesn't need to be harder or softer in the area. You have a nice consistent cushion all the way through that you feel completely stable. But when you actually do go for a run, when you actually are doing box jumps, double unders, it has plenty of rebound and energy there, or impact absorption. So it just works super well. This, on the other hand, just feels like a nice jogging shoe. It's not quite a running shoe. It's not light enough or flexible enough. It's not quite for sprinting. You don't have enough pop. You know, you can kind of see there's no reflex back there. It's not quite stable enough for lifting. So this is really, and I guess probably the worst word, a basic shoe. This is just a basic shoe. Traction, it really had no issues. I can't say I really tried much. I was on regular rubber mats for in the gym, went outside for the run, you know, on asphalt, and it was fine. I mean, it's actually a pretty aggressive pattern, and you can tell right here. And that is, I guess, going to do pretty well on a turf if you are on that aspect, but just not having that lateral containment, I don't know if I would want to use these on a turf. So this is one, as opposed to the Jordan Trainer 2, which I really liked, and that was something that was kind of a low-key surprise and a really good trainer that people slept on. This one, it looks great. The materials are great. The fit is very comfortable. And honestly, if you're looking for just a regular workout shoe, we're gonna go, you know, do bench, do your biceps, you know, take a class, do some spinning, go walking in. It's a good looking shoe that works well. So I can't knock it for just being a quality shoe. If you get it on sale, then, you know, great, get a good price on it. But otherwise, for an actual training shoe, this is just basic. Guys, girls, if you like that video, if you like the new setup, hopefully it's a little bit cleaner, light up is a little bit changed, let me know. Put your comments down below. I will try to do a few more PowerGearz episode as I've been training. I have a lot of training shoes, and I would love to share my take with that with you guys. So you let me know what you're looking for. We still have the LeBron Low full review and comparison, as well as the Jordan 33 SE Low coming at you. And finally, I'll have a full review on the Adapt BB. So a lot of content coming at you. Let me know what you guys are thinking. in what you're looking for. As far as all my customers looking for the Velocity cushion insoles, I am actually wearing them right now by request from one of the commenters saying, hey, can he put them in the Pegasus Turbo? So here are the Pegasus Turbo, have the Velocity insoles in here, and they feel like the Vaporfly 4%, no lie. The energy return is stupid good. Now, generally, I recommend my insoles or our Velocity insoles for shoes that don't have enough cushion. So it really changes the aspect and allows you to get a shoe that maybe fits you well, that you really like, but you would like a little bit more cushion. So I don't really wear them a lot in shoes that have plenty of cushion. Well, this kind of changed my mind. This was absolutely incredible. I'm going for my easy run today, so I'll definitely put a impact on there and let people know how it feels. But if you order the Velocity cushion, those are going to be coming in the next week or two. All the shipments will be out by the end of May. Going forward, we will have more regular production. So for all you guys who order and have been waiting patiently, thank you. We're going to be sending out discount codes exclusively for those orders, so you guys can take advantage of the future and just as a thank you for your patience. But those are all coming out, and if you are looking to order those, you can go to them on sneakergearz.com/shop, and we're going to be revamping that, coming out with the new styles very soon. For all my international guys and girls out there, if you are looking to order, we will be launching an option come June, so that is going to be very, very soon. I'm excited for that. As always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that little bell if you want to see when the new content comes out. This is Levi Sneaker Gearz. Really appreciate you guys, and I'll come at you later.